sticker, P-slap, Chinchilla, boat fence.
What do we got? 103?
103!
103. That sounds like a radio station.
Yeah.
103, The Wolf.
My main radio station growing up was 103.7.
Yeah.
And coming from like a tourist town, it was K-Ski.
We were Tri-City Eagle 106.5.
Eagle.
It was classic rock. And now classic rock is like stuff in 2000s.
Yeah, now it's
Limp
Hoobastank. Hoobastank.
Limp Bizkit is classic rock.
Found a reason for me.
Dude, joke what you want about like that song. It's good. I don't like it, but Hoobastank's got some good songs out of it. Bangers.
So hold on, gotta find. Here we go.
Brand new banger.
Yeah.
Banger.
And
this DJ is breaking all the knobs off. Let's go.
Let's
go.
So, you know what's funny about that is I'll find myself from time to time just around the house. I'll be walking around like doing the dishes. I'm like, brand new banger, banger.
Same.
And then Amber will come around the corner and she's like, "What are you saying?"
She goes, "Don't."
And I'm like, "You wouldn't understand.
you would understand.
It's a podcast thing. You wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't get it. You
You're
never
such
would.
a dweeb.
No, yeah, fucking radio. Love it. Fucking love it.
Mm-hmm.
What a part of our life. No, but say episode 103. It's not lost on us. We know. It was June 1st, 2022. That was when Can You Don't started. And this episode's coming out, and you would be like, oh yeah, fucking 2 year. But it just didn't feel right, considering
So close to
we know there's 52 weeks in a year. So to make 103 when it should be 104 just didn't feel right.
Yeah.
Obviously, when the show first started going, we had family and personal emergencies that we had to tend to, so we ended up taking some weeks off and then releasing a couple episodes out the gate. So the time, just the numbers are all off. So we decided we're going to celebrate 2 years next week when the math actually makes sense. So,
smart.
Yeah. Smart.
That's so smart. That's really smart of
God,
us,
that's
dude.
so cool.
Like, we're pretty smart.
No, we just wanted to make sure it was at least 2 full football fields.
Yeah.
That's what we wanted to be.
Yeah, nice even amount of, what is that? 600 yards? No, it's 200 yards. 600 feet.
Yeah.
600 feet, 200 yards.
Roughly. I mean, we're using yards here. You know what I mean?
Well, yards is
Not
3
3
feet.
feet. No.
That's
God.
a meter.
Meter.
What?
That's what your yard is a little bit off.
No, 3 yards is a foot, isn't it? Or, God damn it.
This is great.
This whole conversation's a foot.
Look up a yard.
I thought it was 3 feet.
No, I'll keep doing promo. You tell me what a yard is. So if you want to hear the bonus content, you sign up on Patreon. It's canyoudon'tpodcast.com for all the merch stuff. And speaking of new merch, we do have some new merch in the store right now. And it's all branching off the the Where Do You Want It song and joke that we've been doing for
3
a really
feet
long
is
time.
1 yard. What are you talking about?
Is it exactly one? It's not one. It's a little bit over.
According to, is every 3 feet a yard. Similar. It's equal to 3 feet or 36 inches.
Oh, man.
Joe has
Idiot.
looked into football fields, though.
Yeah, but 100 yards, a football field's 100 yards, so it's 300 feet.
Yep. I agree with you.
Yeah. Okay, just making sure. Because a meter and a yard are slightly different.
That's probably what he's thinking.
Yeah, but what's a meter?
I don't know exactly what a meter is. A meter is about 1.9 yards, 1.09 yards.
Oh,
so it's a little bit longer.
Gotcha. Okay. Maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, it has to be what you're thinking of. 'Cause otherwise, you can't be that fucking stupid.
I wasn't. I guess, there wasn't. I was like, something like I remember learning about how the yardstick wasn't exactly what the fuck is supposed to be. It wasn't exactly 3 feet.
Here you go. Look at this. 3 feet equals 0.9144 meters. So slightly shorter.
There we go. Okay, that makes more sense.
You're welcome.
Go to canyoudon'tpodcast.com. We got a new search or a new shirt. Go check it out. Zach, pull it up. Look at it. Ha!
Yeah.
And I purposely picked this picture as one of the previews. Just because it's 2 girls.
Oh my God.
Little head tilt, and they're wearing shirts. It says, "Where do you want it?" on a birdhouse.
I hope they're 18 because my first thought was them asking, where do you want it? Yeah.
And you'd be like, you wouldn't even have a moment to ask.
Here's something for all you lovers out there. get your your significant other this shirt, and then when they ask where you want it, you say in the birdhouse. And there's a birdhouse right conveniently.
Oh, right on the shirt.
Right on the shirt.
More laundry, but that's
right
okay.
on the booby shirt.
But check that out. It's available right now. And then any content you want to see on the show, you send that into heyguys@canyoudontpodcast.com. We got a girthy, thick-ass dick on the show today.
Is that like a meter long?
No, it's a yard, which is exactly 3 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone knows that. Let's just get the show going.
Let's do it.
Zach!
Hey, shut up. Start the show already.
You ready to do it?
Yeah, brother.
Would you rather have to answer a captcha?
Oh,
What do they? I mean, are you
Captcha?
a robot? A captcha. I don't know. It's just fun.
Are
spelling.
you a human?
Are you a human? A captcha.
I'm not a bomb.
Before sending any text or message. Okay.
Oh my god.
Or never be able to skip/pause while watching something ever again. That includes movies, sports, porn.
Captcha it is.
Yeah.
So not just skip or pause, but you can't. Can you rewind?
So skipping is rewinding.
Okay.
So skipping forward, skipping backwards,
Oof.
and you can't pause it. So once it's rolling, it's basically you're watching live TV.
Yep.
Once
Which
again.
we used to do all the time.
Man, how did we do it?
You got up and ran during the commercials.
Yeah, you had to wait. You had like a moment. You had like go pee during the break, and now you're like pause. I know.
That's it's tough because if you ask someone who's younger, who's not used to live TV,
That'd be
they'd
huge.
probably be like, "What? What are you talking about? You can't pause it." Like that would be unfamiliar to them.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was thinking the captcha. If it's like how the street lights, that's the worst because it gets right in that corner, and you end up doing it 4 times. You're like, I fucking pushed the right ones.
I know. You're wrong.
You're wrong. Captcha.
Reload. No, but imagine being like in a heated argument through text message. And before you send it, you're like, what are you even talking about? And you click send. It's like, where's the bicycle? And you're like, and you're like,
Where's the crosswalk?
Fucking tap it and you send it. It's like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope, not right. And it reloads it. And it's like, show me the stop sign. And you're like, fuck. Like, it might actually help you calm down.
I was just going to say, it might be like a cool down period, like when you're buying a gun. It's like, or when people say write a letter and put it in a drawer and wait a day or whatever. That feels like the same way. You're like, you fucking idiot. How were we ever friends? Send. Where's the traffic light? Where's it at? And you're like, fuck. And by the end of it, you're not mad at the person anymore. You're mad at the captcha.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, captcha. Yeah,
and then,
and
then you're like, then you just like click, 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 delete.
delete. Yeah, any message though, like I'm rolling message, text, email into. I don't have that type of job. We have to send a ton of emails all the time. But if that's what you had to do. But any chat, like any conversation you're having through Messenger, whatever you're using, you have to always...
Even if you have a conversation going, like you can't just do it once and then keep it going.
Every time you send it.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Some people only communicate with text.
We didn't bring up the captcha of the squiggly letters. Is there anything more frustrating?
I was going to do that. So when there's like a lowercase r crossed with a K, and it's like, is that a capital K or is that?
And it's using like the twist effect.
And
like
the
it's
illustrator
all being sucked into a vortex.
like
so
a
you're
black hole. Yeah.
You're like tilting your head. You're like AX. I don't know. T fucking reload. And it's like, and it bends it the other way. If I could click reload after fucking up, I'm also a human. Because the robot's not going to fucking be like, try and then give up and then reload it. It's like, no, now you know I'm a human. But what is the most annoying one? Because there's a huge variety. Sliding the thing into
the puzzle piece. That one's easy. I love that one. If that was the one, I would be like, I'll take that one, no problem. Because all you got to do is go whoop, and then you're done. The most annoying one, as much as I hate the letter one, because it's like you have to really like you're squinting. It's the
Quentin Tarantino.
Oh god,
Still got it.
it's the Quentin Textatino. It's so dumb.
Close.
What
are you doing?
I don't know. The one with like the light or
Click, Phil,
or
tell us where it is.
bicycles,
Sidewalk, yeah.
Yeah, just because like the part of a tire will be like touching the line, and it's like, do I push that
Is
one or
this
not?
enough? Yeah.
And then you're doing it 3 times. Why can't they make it? I've seen some that are just like, click this to show you're not a robot. Like if that works, why aren't they all just click?
I don't know. There must be. I don't know the ins and outs, but
You know what they're doing now? Some sites are doing is they're doing a what do you call it? Like when I'm on my computer, I can just put my fingerprint in.
Yeah.
It's
it's a scan. It's like it's a fingerprint scan.
but they're doing it for kind of like I think they're replacing that CAPTCHA thing. I forget what it's called. There's a name for it, but it'll use your finger or your face.
It'll do. It's like the captcha's like, prove you're human by fingering your face.
Yeah,
and you're like
picking your nose.
just sitting there fucking by yourself trying to order something off Amazon and like some embarrassing lube off Amazon, and then Amazon's like, finger your face, and you're like, just in the dark. It's 3 a.m. and you're poking your cheeks. It's like, bing, little check mark. Like, God, this fucking world,
Dude, how about okay, here's one for you. How about the when you borrow someone's phone? This just happened last night, and so I needed to get on my wife's phone. She was on the couch over there. My phone was dead, so I was like, "Hey, can I use your phone?" She tosses it to me, and I'm like trying to get on it. It's like it needs
No.
the face.
No.
I'm like, fuck. So I turn. I'm like, "Can you look over here?" And it looks. It's like not close enough. So I'm like leaning over the table, and
she's leaning in.
Yeah, it was like wasn't close enough. So I'm like, then I finally just got up and walked over and stuck it right in front of her face. She's like, I'm like, hold still. And then it opens up, and then I walk back over there.
That's a good one.
And then I go sit back down. I click the button on accident. I'm like, fuck! So I got to go do it again. Like it's so convenient when it's yours and it's great, but like that kind of situation. So you look so dumb. She's going, her eyes big and looking forward. I'm like reaching the phone across. I'm like, smile. We'll do something. Whatever you did.
Last little bit on that. Well, 2 things. One, the Face ID camera just stopped working on my phone, so I forgot how annoying it is to type in a password all the time. So that's cool. The other one is on the same line of like scanning someone's Face ID. It's the same face you make when you give a bouncer your ID. And they grab it and they do this. They look at you and you're like, like you just do that weird half smile.
Or I have a hat on, so I'm always kind of like. Or
like you go to TSA and they take it and they do the same thing. They look at the card first and they just go and they do that like quick look up and you're just like
yeah,
just the dumbest face because you can't do this. Like you can't just have your normal face. Like your eyebrows go up and you're like.
It's kind of like
you know it's curl your lips in a little bit and you raise your eyebrows. You go.
It's not the same, but it's sort of similar to the one.
Listen, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
when you pass by someone you don't know, you kind of give them the
hey, yeah, little.
It's a nod. It's the lips in and then the nod.
What's it called?
Down
Purse your lips, like you curl them in a little bit. And,
yeah,
just give a nod. Yeah,
it's never a nod up though. It's always a nod down. It's a respectful.
Yeah,
it's a
you betcha.
How are you?
You betcha. Excuse me.
Or some, and then you like it's crazy that a nod or like a nod up versus a nod down. What those two things mean?
Nod up's like what are you doing?
It's like what's up?
What's
and
up?
Then this is
nod
like
down's like you got it.
How are you?
You betcha. Driving tractor.
Spit and spit.
Look at us, 2 guys driving tractor.
Look at us. Look at us. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? No, yeah. Anyway, I just thought that was always so funny. The bouncer, they look at the ID and look at you, and you're just like, just do the dumbest face. So, unable to skip ahead in porn. Let's give a quick some seconds here. Have you guys you get porn compilations? Have you guys gotten into that world yet? Are you guys still watching full scenes?
No, I've seen a few, but the problem is like they'll it's like a tease. They're going and it goes to another couple. And you're like, fuck, I wanted that couple.
Yeah.
Because like when you open up a site, it kind of does like a skim of the video, and you're like, ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
And so you're like, I'll click on that one, and then you find them, and then it's like a 30-second thing. And
Zach, porn compilations?
I have seen them, yes.
Are you into them?
I'm
like
from
a cum
time to
shot?
time.
Yeah, cum shot compilation or just...
When you're getting to the end of your wank, a good compilation of jizz face is pretty good.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. I get it. Yeah! But if you go back to the world of... easy, Zach.
Sorry.
No,
just don't write. Yeah, when you're about to blow your load all over some...
Blow your load, it's nice to see a couple faces covered in cum.
It's like, to be honest.
And it has that buzz in the background, like his little talkback mic. Yeah. It's just... And just like... I know, I'm with you, Zach. I just wanted to alienate you for a bit.
Sounds good.
But if you're watching a whole scene, if you couldn't skip forward, you have to be like, I don't know. Did I drop my wrench? And you're like... How annoying
it's
that
usually
would be.
like it's usually the guy coming home and the wife's whatever she's doing, and then it's just like he's telling her about his work day and
okay, going back to because I'm not a big I don't text, I don't do a whole lot, but that is a little excuse for you. If you didn't text back, like I'm so sorry, I couldn't figure it out.
You couldn't get the capture to work.
I have I have no idea how many stoplights are in this picture.
And it locked me out because I kept picking the wrong amount of bicycles.
Why didn't you text back? And you're like, you're not going to believe this.
Couldn't count the motorcycles.
Tell me how many motorcycles are in this picture.
4. That's what I thought.
That's what I've been saying. Try it.
The corner of the handlebar, or like the handlebar is slightly in the other box.
Over there by the open sign. You can barely see it. That is an excuse to, you're like, I don't know, just didn't fucking text back. I'm still going to pick the captcha. Captcha. The way it's spelled always just made me laugh so hard. Laugh so far. Oh my God, you just made me laugh so far. LOLF. Laugh out loud far.
Larfing.
But I'm going to pick it. I'm going to prove I'm not a robot. And that's what I'm going to do. Because I just can't imagine not being able to pause a sports game or a movie or skip around and be like, nah, and go through commercials to watch my fucking basketball game. So I'm going with that.
This one's kind of easy for me because when I get home, I generally, like, it probably drives you nuts, but I kind of just set my phone like on a charger or just set it off the side and then I don't have it. Mm-hmm. So that's why if you need something from me, you should probably call.
Okay. Understand.
Like if you're like, hey, real quick, I need this, blah, blah, blah. I'm probably not going to see it for an hour or two just because when I get home, I like to just be like,
well, our friendship's working out so far.
Yeah, it's working out so far.
Yeah, so
I just want you to understand that that's what's going on.
That's what's happening.
So like if I see a text from anybody and I read it, I'm like, okay. And I'm like doing something else. So like, I'll reply to that in a second. Mm-hmm. I'll just forget about it. Cause I go set my phone down. I'm like, fuck, it's the next day. I'm like, I didn't reply.
Oh, well.
So having said all that, I'll go with that because that would suck to not be able to skip past bullshit, especially YouTube videos when like I just want to learn something, like I need to learn how to fix something, and it's like, hi, welcome, I really appreciate if you smash that like button and do all this shit for the channel. It really helps out. Like first 5 minutes is that,
or the channel's trying to be helpful. It's like if you want to dive right into it, skip to 5 minutes ahead, and you're like, fuck, yeah, and you can't do it. Zach, what are you picking?
Definitely captcha.
Yeah, captcha. All right, fine.
I just hope we get the puzzle piece.
Praying for the puzzle piece.
Pray for the puzzle piece.
Blessed.
Or I think if I had to do my order, it would be the puzzle piece first. Second would be the squiggly letters. And then third would be the image where you have to find the motorcycles.
Top of mind is like, are you a robot? And you're like, no.
Oh, yeah, that's number one.
Yeah, that's number one. That's right.
Then the puzzle piece.
Then the puzzle piece. Before I'm going to do any work, just let me click a box.
Because what's crazy is about the puzzle piece is like, you just got to get it in the general vicinity.
Yeah, just anywhere near it.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're good.
Yeah, it'll work.
We get it. All right, moving on. Zach!
Hey.
Hey, what's up, babe?
What are you thinking about?
Nothing. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking about a lot of shit.
What are you thinking about?
Hi, guys.
Hi.
You can have a hard time believing that something else has happened in my life that I feel like I got to talk about.
Somehow life finds a way with Joe.
It does. This one, confusing. And it's a reminder. We talk about being a grown-ass adult and shitting your pants, right?
Hell yeah, brother. I know that game.
Like, you think you got it all figured out. You've done it how many times? Successfully not shit your pants, but you're
Thousands of times.
never safe. And that's the problem.
How many times do you think you've shit in your life?
Ooh, that's a good question. I bet you there's a little calculator for that.
I'm sure you could do like an average of once a day for however many days you've been alive, and then
just compare it to a yardstick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know my math. All right, but this particular story happened, I want to say, it wasn't this last week, it was the week before. Because I was able to tell Paige about it, Cassie's daughter. So here we are, we're hanging out. It must have been the weekend. And on this particular situation, the bathroom was occupied.
Ocupado?
In our house, there's only one bathroom. And instead of like waiting it out, I had some shit to do, and I was like, I'll just go outside and go pee.
Some shit to
no,
do.
it was not, poop was not even involved. This is pee.
Okay.
I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go outside and I'll just pee in the yard because that's like one of the wonderful conveniences of having a penis.
Yeah, being a man is great.
And women can pee outside too. It's just like
it's not as freeing.
Well, it's a broken fire hydrant down there.
Yeah.
Like that's why you got to wipe it.
You get splashy on your feet,
There's
and
so
your
many
legs, and
flaps in the way, and it's like
yeah,
and it just blasts out of there, and that's why you got to wipe that.
It's like a
thing down.
faucet.
Yeah, it's a problem, is what it is. You got skipped when God was making all of us. He was like, he forgot about how to make that work efficiently the way it's supposed to. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna have pee come out of the same place, but one person's gonna have a perfect hose. And the other one is going to have to pee through fucking flaps of meat.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at his track record with women, it's not great.
No. But then gives them, like, they get to create life. They'd be perfectly fine without us. So they have that.
Well, but they still have to go through that, which we don't.
No, life finds a way.
I got an answer for you real quick.
Okay.
24,320 pounds of shit for the average 76-year-old man. 25,920 pounds for a woman that lives to 81.
Are you reading my screen, or did you look it up?
That's how I just looked it up.
Oh, okay, because I was.
Nice. Did you look it up too?
Yeah.
So that's pounds of shit, but how many poops per day?
Yeah.
There's something in here about it. I'll look.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm in the.
Fuck that, indeed.
No, keep going. So I'm in the backyard, and I'm just gonna get my pee out of the way so I can go back to my life. And I go over towards the fence, and I get my penis out, and it hits the grass, so I have to pick that up. I just hate getting grass stains on my penis.
Yeah, there's nothing worse.
God. Going outside, taking a pee in a fresh-cut grass lawn, and you get pee stains on your dick. God, is there anything worse?
I can't imagine anything worse than that.
So I'm taking a pee, and as you do, I have... I'm left-handed, but I pee right-handed because that's just the way I am. And I'm holding my penis.
You're ambidextrous.
That's fucking sweet. Yeah. So I'm holding peen with my right hand, and then my belt and my pants out of the way with my left hand.
What's longer, your penis or the flap of the belt?
Yeah. Well, my belt didn't get grass stains on it.
I was gonna say.
So I'm going pee. And as I'm standing there out of fucking nowhere, like a bee or a giant fly comes in and just goes and it starts bouncing off my face. This is pure instinct.
Yeah.
So because I have my right hand is occupied by my penis, I take my left hand and I go like this, and I go to whack it out of the way.
As you do.
But
kind of this move.
Yeah, I went to go like this and get the bug out of my face. Yeah. Like it's bouncing off of my face.
Did you make the little spitty noise too?
Don't remember. But on the way up, I let go with my left hand and I swung up and I swung my hand through my pea stream.
Yeah.
And I just went. It made the sound like you're like you're swinging something through a hose. Like, I just went like that. Perfect. That perfect, just like it made the noise, and it went, and I get splashed piss all over my face, and my shirt, and my dick, and my other hand.
Oh, that's great.
And the fence. And I just went, and so this bug is now gone.
Yeah.
And I'm just standing there finishing my pee with my left hand now covered in piss, my pee all my face.
Did you have your glasses on?
Yeah.
So is it
speckles?
Is it like all droppy and wet?
And I can't explain how perfect that sound was.
Mm-hmm.
Just that.
Yeah,
like that. You know it. Everyone knows it.
Yeah.
Like that. The
water being cut through.
Yeah, the stream is going and you just go like, oh, it sounds like this.
Yeah.
Or I have leather gloves on. Yeah. But if I didn't, oh, there we go. Yes. Yes, that's the one. And just went. And then that's when I made the like. So now I'm standing there and I'm laughing because it's fucking ridiculous. And you got pee splash on your pants, and I'm just laughing about it. And I'm, God damn it, this is so dumb. And I walk back inside and I'm laughing, and then Paige is sitting there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're not going to believe this. And I'm like, wait, what are you doing? Like, but I have to tell somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, if Cassie, way more comfortable telling Cassie and not some 13-year-old girl. And I was like, so I'll just pee in the backyard. And I was like, telling her the whole story. And I got done and I'm like, and she just goes, that's weird. And I was like, God.
Yeah.
Fucking kids.
You guys don't get it.
You don't get it. And I was like, no. It's like,
first of all, you're a chick.
Yeah. But I'm just like, I tell her, I'm like, it's just so funny. I mean, look at me. Yeah, like, I got to go wash my fucking face off from...
Yeah.
Who has to wash their face off after going pee in the backyard? And it's someone who just accidentally backhand slapped pee in their own face. As a 38-year-old man. Like, it doesn't get easier. You thought you had it all figured out. But then she was like, I think she was like, oh yeah, that's funny. And I was like, okay. And I guess I went back downstairs. And then Cassie did tell me that she was like, Joe has to tell you something really funny. So she wasn't expressing the funniness to me. But then I guess once she kind of digested the details, she was like, that actually is pretty funny. Mm-hmm. Just by myself. Yeah. Is that the funniest moments?
Imagine someone watching you too. Because, you know, whenever you walk into like a spider web, and you're like, yeah, you're doing this thing. If someone's watching, they're like, what the fuck is that guy doing?
Whoa.
So if someone was
like, you protect your kids, you're like, this guy's crazy.
Yeah.
No, I promise there was a spider web here.
Yeah, you're trying to explain that. No, I was going pee and then I splashed pee into my face and the bee stung me. What the fuck?
So I was laughing.
I thought it was funny because that's a funny thing.
Was there anything creepier than that? A guy peeing in the backyard and like starts swinging his head around and goes, he starts laughing.
This dude has lost his mind.
Turns around covered in piss. You're like, no one's going to this guy's house.
Turn around, they see you looking at him. You're like, wave at him.
Boy, do I got a story for you.
That, peeing outside is one of the most freeing things you can do. And as someone who frequently does that off the back deck, it's usually dark. But I imagine, in like my boys, we've come home, they're like, I gotta pee so bad, and they'll pee right in the front lawn in the trees. And I do feel bad because one time we were driving up the mountain, Schweitzer Mountain, in beautiful
Sandpoint, Idaho,
northern Idaho. We were cruising up there, and my wife she was like, I gotta pee so bad. She gets out and opens the door. I'm like, just squat right there. So she starts squatting, and I pulled off and drove up. So she's just, she's doing the
duck walk.
Yeah, it's like she's like, what? Get back here, because she's way more self-conscious when it comes to like public shit, like that, where she's worried about being embarrassed, and for me, it's just like, oh, it'd be so funny.
How can I embarrass you?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I get where her fear comes from.
Yeah, well, she'll walk to the bathroom in like a public place. I'll be like, make sure you wash your hands real good, something like that. Just so
I'm like last time,
just so everyone stops what they're doing and looks and like, what? And then,
you're the worst.
But I don't know. The story like that is one of those things where like how do you explain that?
I'm doing my best
to, it's like,
it's not even fun. I mean, it's not even that funny, but it's just like just in an instant, just like a bee,
how fast
a bee goes, and you just go, it's just like,
yeah.
And then all of a sudden the bee's gone, and then you're covered in your own piss. Your own piss.
Yeah.
Just by peeing in the backyard, and you're just like, God damn it, I'm so dumb.
So this isn't the same, but one time on a road trip, I grabbed a big old, like your water bottle, the big old that thing. I peed in mine of that and filled it up.
It's hot.
And then was driving down the freeway. It was on a freeway or highway, so it was like 60 miles an hour. And I went to dump it out, and went to do that, and it went all up my arm and all over the side of the car, all over the window and everything.
Classic.
It was just one of those moments, like deep down, like in my being, I'm like, I know that's stupid to do that, but at the time I was like, I don't want it to piss just sitting in here.
Yep.
So you just do that, and so it's just going, piss is going,
making the I get it,
flying water noise.
Yeah. Last pee story, then we'll move on to our thick dick this week. But I was a kid. It's quick. I remember I lived in Seattle at the time, and we're getting ready for a wedding. And my brother was in the bathroom with me, and I was peeing over the top of my dress pants. And my hand slipped off, and the belt snapped my dick to my stomach as I was peeing. And I'm just pissing all over my own fucking stomach and up into my face. But we're both laughing so hard that we couldn't stop it. Just like you tuck a boner. I just tucked my own peeing dick into my stomach and just pissed all over my fucking self. So I lost track of my belt.
Real quick,
so good.
I've also done that, and what happened was I was peeing and I had like elastic shorts, so I pull.
It made the same sound.
I pull the thing down to pee, but then it slipped off my thumb, and then it hit me in the balls. So the smack of getting hit balls was like, oh shit, and then my wiener flopped up and like pissed all over the seat, and then on my chin, and then my balls are too. I'm like, oh fuck, but I was still had to pee too.
Yeah.
And then so like you holding your
You're
pee,
doing your best.
you can't do it, but then you basically nut tap yourself. Right mid pee and pee on yourself.
Nothing more humiliating than trying to finish up your pee with pee dripping off your chin.
Yeah, that's true.
It's tough.
Yeah, like women finish up with they get a little Kleenex and dab their vag. We're like,
you finish up and you get the pee out of your beard.
Yeah. So maybe it's not so bad to pee like a woman.
No,
having said all of this,
full circle. Broken fire hydrant, not that bad. All right, Zach, let's do some dick.
Is it dumb? Is it interesting? Then it's dick.
Whatever. You want to take the first story?
Sure.
Or do you want me to?
No, I will.
Yeah, you will.
Pretty funny
I
little
need your
story.
computer on there, brother.
Oh my God. Joe, do it then.
God.
Let me.
Classic Brian. What's next? Your phone's gonna ring?
Oh, what's next?
What's next?
Shopping for dresses with a dick in my butt.
So Village, I love the headline because what we're talking about, and then this word doesn't quite fit. Village terrorized by 100 feral chickens, crowing from 4 a.m. and attracting rats. Fuck yeah. This is
Kill
right.
some rats.
Dude, this is right in our Nice. So around 100. Oh, I missed there's one in bold. Life in the quiet Norfolk village has been turned upside down by an invasion of feral chickens. Or at least that's how some locals describe the situation.
Can I say something really quick?
No.
Please?
Yes.
So it says around 100 of the wild fowl.
Mm-hmm.
Like I get that like birds are foul, but can we just say birds? So we're at the park the other day. I was down there. I was down at the park for a kids fucking field trip. They're like kindergartners and stuff. And we're walking through there, and it says, "Please don't feed the waterfowl." I'm like, just say birds
Or wildlife.
Yeah, but just say birds.
But wildfowl?
Yeah, I mean, like if you're reading, if you're just learning how to read, and you're 7 years old,
That's
8
why
years
they
old,
keep
whatever.
feeding it. They're like, what the fuck's foul?
Yeah, it's like it sounds like a party foul is what it sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep foul so I can clearly feed these chickens because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Come on. It's a little pretentious.
You're making it worse.
Isn't it a little pretentious?
It is.
Like,
It is.
You don't need to call them waterfowl. Just call them fucking birds.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So around 100 of the wildfowl have colonized a lane in Snitzenham, where one resident says life is now
my God.
hell.
The wing terrors.
The wing terrors allegedly begin clucking at 4 a.m. and have no qualms breaking into people's gardens and pecking through flowers and vegetable gardens in search of food.
Christ, it's like a gang.
Dude, I'm just picturing like fucking chickens wearing fingerless leather gloves.
Yeah,
on their feet
and little bandanas tied around their foreheads.
I mean, I get it. They're a little scary. So tensions have flared between locals and outsiders who have been stopping to feed the chickens, attracting sizable rats and causing litter to pile up, with one repeat offender attracting verbal abuse in the street. So showing up to feed these chickens, I just feel like we're not getting the whole scoop or the whole coop. You get it.
There's going to be a coup.
Why they keep showing? Okay, I'll just keep going. So Rod Mackenzie, a parish counselor who lives on the road, said, "They're a pain in my butt. If they come into your garden, they dig everything up. It's not just food for the chickens. It's every bit of detritus they can find, and that brings rats."
What if they dig up the dead bodies that this guy Rod
That's what he's worried about.
Burying.
What was
as a parish counselor?
What was it? So it says, what was it? Someone left the other week. A quart of pink prawns. Also funny that someone just drops off a fucking quart of prawns. Like, you can have it.
Yeah.
Where did you get it? The rats are quite sizable around here, and they breed like hell.
Look at that walk. Look at it.
He's in the gang.
Stomp, just
so much confidence. He's like, what are you going to do? There's 99 more of me.
Walking with his wings back.
And he's like,
I used to be a dinosaur.
Just dinosaur DNA. The birds.
My ancestor was a T-Rex.
To fit the code. We're just doing Jurassic Park quotes now. The birds, which descend from escaped domesticated chickens, are thought to have lived in a woodland that's bordering the village for many years before recently expanding their territory.
It's like the Roman Empire.
It's a gang. They're like, we deserve better.
Yeah, what is it when you your turf? Like a gang, it's your turf.
Yeah, I got to get some other turf to peddle their drugs.
Like Bloods, Crips, and Clucks.
They ran out of food out there.
Yeah.
Oh, don't make the joke. I know you want to.
What?
I'll do it.
Cannibalism or
no?
what?
Ku Klux.
Oh,
you got it.
Oh, the Ku Klux. The Ku Klux.
The Ku Klux Klan.
The Ku Klux Klan.
I mean, it basically wrote itself.
It did.
What are we gonna do?
And I made a coup joke like 30 seconds ago, so it actually worked.
It's really just building up. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Ku Klux Klan.
It's a bunch of chickens. Company director Ben King, 48. Why is his age important?
Yeah, I mean, black.
Yeah, it's like black, white. It's like, we don't need it.
Yeah,
I don't care about Ben King that much.
What does it matter if he's, we're going to believe him more?
Yeah, who also lives on the lane where the birds nest, said he has to wear earplugs to sleep at night. These chickens are fucking up his life.
How has he not murdered them?
He said, they're out of control now. There's not just one or two. They started coming into gardens, and it gets rats as well.
They're coming in gardens?
If someone came and moved them, I'd buy them a big beer. What a weird thing,
Oh, my
dude.
God.
Wink.
I'll buy you a pint. Yeah,
like he's getting...
Right. God, it would be a shame if...
Like a TV's... He's like, I'm not going to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
He's winking the whole time, but if you come down here and take care of them, I'll buy you a beer.
Yes,
Wink,
sir.
wink, wink.
Any of these... pest control people
So
want to
anyway,
show up.
there's division because I guess the chickens have been there forever. If you've ever been to Hawaii, certain islands, the chickens are fucking all over the place. Yeah. But I mean, they can be annoying, but also they're fucking chickens. Mm-hmm. But saying they're terrorizing it, just so funny, man. Yeah. Like somebody is losing their goddamn mind over it. Like Ben King's laying in bed and he has his earplugs in and just barely hears like a.
Oh, fuck! Here we go! This place used to be... I love this place!
I used to love it here. And he's like sulking all day at his job. Uh-huh. He's out there fixing his garden, kicking chickens.
Go back to where you came from! Go back to the woodland area! God damn it!
Knocking shit over.
And then some neighbors just like eating an apple, like watch them and be like, oh man, they're still over there, huh, Ben?
They're everywhere! You're goddamn right they are!
And he's like, oh, here comes some into my yard. Get out of here. They won't listen.
Shoot.
Oh, get out of here. Oh, no, they won't leave. Okay, I'll talk to him. Get out of your chair. Go down your porch steps. Like, he goes, hey, don't go to Ben's house anymore. Doesn't want you guys there. And they're like, he's like, I'm talking to him. Like, you're peeking your head over the fence. They're not listening.
I don't think they're listening.
They're going to do what they want.
Turns out they don't speak English. So.
Outside that, how's your wife? Is she doing pretty
Kids
good? Eating an apple? I can't think about him. My kids won't even come home from college. He hates the fucking chickens. All right, Ben. Okay. Well, have a good Tuesday. Get out of here, chickens.
I don't know how I can.
I can. I've been awake since 4 a.m. for 2 fucking years. All right, Ben.
He's just started all these hobbies because he can't sleep.
Have you tried fan noise?
I have. I've tried it all.
I've glued my fucking ears shut. Okay. All right, Ben. Have a all right.
They won't stop. It never fucking stops.
He's just fucking losing his shit, throwing his gardening tools across the yard, and you're just fucking on your porch. Jesus Christ. Go inside, fucking close the door. How's Ben? Oh, jeez.
Yeah. It's like, oh, and you're like explaining, like in the distance.
Muffled through the window?
Yeah, through the window.
It's not gonna get better.
I was like, yeah.
What's next?
Oh God, Ben's at it again today. He's
fired up out there. Woo. God. And you're looking at him out, you're like, oh shit, that new one? It's pretty cool. Pretty cool
Another
feathers.
one.
Oh shit, I think they had babies.
They had what? I'm gonna fucking kill him.
All right, Ben. Okay. But it's amazing. The article's like, some people care, some people don't. But God, the
Some
idea
people care a lot
of chickens just ruining your fucking life.
Yeah.
And I get it. Because I like to sleep with the window open. And like every morning, for whatever reason, there's just a pair of birds that have megaphones that decide to land in the tree outside the window.
Yeah.
But the rest of the time, they're not there. But every morning, like 6 o'clock, they show up. I'm not sure where they keep their megaphones. I'm not sure if they have their own PA system. But they get there and they're just like, and you're just like, God, dude, how are you that loud? And you can kind of hear them coming.
Yeah.
Because like at first, it's like, and you're like, oh shit. And then they hop closer and closer. It's like, here they come. And like you pull the blankets up a little bit, and then before you know, it's like, hey Joe.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck. and then back to bed.
Pillow on head.
So I get it. But just the idea of like tiny little things that shouldn't be ruining your life are ruining your life.
Well, dude, like crows will go up camping and it'll be like, as soon as the sun starts like peeking up on the horizon, it's like, it's such an awful sound.
Cassie was telling me a story of camping on the beach, and she got so mad at crows, she was chasing them down the fucking beach. Like just out of the fucking tent. Just, get the fuck out! There's like, and they time up their caws to be, or the what's it called? Is it called a caw?
A call.
They time up, whatever, their call.
Yeah, call.
But they time them up to be in between each other. Like crows are so good at that. It starts out, it's like, and it's like, it's like they're in between.
Right
like,
above your tent or wherever you're staying too.
And that's why they're called murder. Because you want to fucking kill them.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is true. Birds are fucked.
Yeah. Birds, you say birds are fucked?
Yeah.
Nice. Picture you fucking kids showing up on a field trip to a science museum. All right, kids. Here's the birds. Birds are fucked.
Birds are fucked.
Write that down.
Birds are fucked. We're at that. So we went down to the park, and that was one of the main draws. It was like the mallards and stuff that were there.
One of the main cause.
Okay. And what was I made a? Oh yeah. I was talking about one of the ladies there was like, now I've heard that bullfrogs aren't natural to this area, right? And the biologist was like, yeah, they're not native to this area, and they can cause a problem. And the woman's like, well, yeah, I've heard they can be kind of like an invasive species. Like they'll just kind of come take over. And I was just like, kind of like humans, huh? And there wasn't really, and they're like kids and parents.
Off in the distance here.
No, I heard a, huh.
You heard it, Zach?
Yeah, and it was the biologist.
Oh.
And I looked over and he gave me this kind of like a, well,
you got
like the head tip, like, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. But then one of the kids was like, why are humans invasive? And I'm like, well, that's another.
And then Zach comes out of the bushes. Have you heard of communism?
Good to be cynical about everything.
Have you heard of communism?
I was just like, I was making the joke for one guy, like mostly for myself. I was
That's
like,
all you
kind of
needed.
like humans, huh?
I bet you'd be a lot more bullfrogs if we weren't here telling them they weren't supposed to be here.
Right.
Am I right? And then, just like across the way.
Yeah, yeah. That's good. And it made me giggle because I was picturing that, like, but then the biologist kind of being like, well, he ain't wrong.
He's got it.
He ain't wrong.
He got it. All right, read the next one. Here we go. Let's move through this thick ass dick.
Computer's still off.
Yeah, it's there we go.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, man gets realistic picture of his boat painted on a fence intended to hide it.
Oh my god, this is so good.
I saw this.
Yeah, we've talked about how much we fucking hate HOAs. So,
do you want to? Should I play the video and get the guy interview, or should we just read the article?
you can play the vid.
Okay,
if you're interested in such thing.
Let's just see what he says here. All right, ready?
But it might be one of those dumb videos that doesn't have an actual interview.
Yeah, well, it is. It is.
Okay.
It's like I think it's the raw.
Is it saying? So it's just showing the boat?
But let me get to the interview. Here we go.
See what he says.
And as well as a humorous statement and a creative statement. Like to make a political statement as necessary, and as well as a humorous statement and a creative statement. So I'm all in favor of generating discussion and making people smile. And the reaction is extremely more than we ever expected, and we're both just tickled about it.
That's a lot of words. That is a lot of words in a sentence. Tickled and pickled and.
It's a pretty good job, though.
Dude, okay. So the skinny behind the story is that this man had a boat.
He was ordered to keep it out of sight.
Yes. So the HOA was like, you can't have this boat hanging out in your driveway. And he had an area in his driveway that he could pull it back behind like a fence, like a gated fence. And then on the outside of the fence, he just had a picture of his boat painted.
And if you look the way, if it's
lined
in the
up?
right spot,
Yes.
I mean, it looks. Here, let me pull this up.
Oh my
in case for the people that are watching.
Yeah, that's so good.
Like if he lines it up correctly.
Like the tower of the boat goes above the fence of where he parked it, but then the picture that is painted on the fence includes the tower of the actual boat.
And then look off to the side,
funny.
the chimney, the bricks, and then the gate
The
being
chimney
open.
and the trees. It just looks like the gate's not there. God, what a funny... Dude, that is so funny.
Yeah.
What a funny idea to have.
I love when people... I mean, it's like the HOA, and you're like, okay, well, I'm going to do something that like pokes fun at your stupid rule.
And just been like, all right, well, my boat can't be out here. It's too ugly for you. I'm going to go ahead and make my situation look like an optical illusion where you can actually see the exact boat that would have been parked here.
And now I'm going to get hundreds of people drive to come see my house, and we're going to clog up this neighborhood. And that'll help the HOA out.
God, man. What was that?
I could not live in an HOA.
I know.
place.
We've covered a couple of them. I remember a particular HOA story that we covered was about the wheelchair ramp. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That one was so fucked up. Like,
imagine being the person you have to tell them. So.
Oh no, they loved it. You know they loved it. Like it wasn't it was like the wood wasn't the right coloring, and it didn't have the clearance from the sidewalk that it needed. So the HOA said they had to get rid of a wheelchair ramp so this guy could get in and out of his house. Fuck you. We already live in so much of a made up simulation of rules that we created as humans. HOA is the worst version of that. Like I get guidelines to some sort being like, hey man, like if shit gets out of hand, it's like your front lawn looks like a wheat field. Like that I can understand. It's like I love cars as much as the next guy. You have 15 of them in your front yard. Like we gotta,
none of them work.
And none of them work. And that you do you, but maybe do it in your backyard. But so I get like when it hits a certain gauge of insanity, but telling people they can't have their boat in their driveway, and then telling people that their wheelchair ramp isn't the right color and they got to tear it down. It's just like, what the fuck what are you doing?
What's funny about that is like, who wants to live in that fucking neighborhood? I guess maybe like, I don't know. I wouldn't want to be around any of the people that think that that's okay. Like, why would I want to live in this neighborhood? I got to walk over to this fucking guy's garage and say hi.
It's an extra level of government for people who love government.
Yeah, just giving them like some weird power that they don't have and they want to have over other people.
And you get I'm assuming you elect a HOA president, so you have to
sure.
run for office. Hey, like
for head asshole.
Like imagine that. Like let's go. You have a debate at the park or something, and it's like this guy he allows boats in the driveway. Is that what you want? If you elect me,
I hate boats and driveways.
Fucking boats.
And everyone's like, I fucking hate boats and driveways too. Vote. What about a reverse HOA where they show up and they're like, you're boring.
I need more
you're
flair.
You're not doing a much. Like I see what you're doing here, but not one time have the cops showed up to shut you guys down for being too much.
These cars, these two cars, they run.
Everyone's leaving at 9 a.m. or at 9 p.m. and it's your birthday. It's like the cops didn't even come. Did you guys get strippers? Do you have a disco ball? Like, nope. Like, get the fuck out of here. Get out of my neighborhood. Boring. Sucks.
I want to live in that neighborhood.
See? You get it.
Is that P. Diddy's neighborhood?
No, jeez.
Sorry.
Oh, boy. I didn't say anything about that.
My bad.
That's okay. But you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Do we not like Diddy anymore?
Have you not caught up on him? Oh, have fun.
Well, I mean... I know he did some shady stuff, but do they have details?
It's gotten worse and worse.
Oh, has it?
Yeah, have fun. Okay, so our last dick story, and this reminds me of an idea that I've had for a really long time that I'm not sure if I'll ever do. So I'm going to give it out when we get done with this little segment here, and then we're going to move on. But man ordered a burger with everything removed and received an empty box and then gave a big tip. So this guy was looking for social media attention, and he got it. So he ordered a triple cheeseburger from McDonald's with everything removed just to see what would happen. He said he placed an order on DoorDash, got an empty box in a bag, and then gave the driver an $11 tip. His name is Greg, and then he shared all of this adventure on X, formerly known as Twitter.
We know, oh God.
And he shared the odd experiment with everybody. So hopefully they don't mess up my order. Usually they do. Funny, he gets it. So what happened was he went through, said no ketchup, no pickle, no onions, no beef, no mustard, no bun, no American cheese, no salt. $5.39.
Awesome.
And so when it was getting delivered, the driver, name was Dan, messaged Greg to check on his order, letting him know that he's going to get an empty box. And he said, "You good with that?" And Dan confirming that he's just going to get an empty box inside of a bag. And Greg was like, "Yeah, that's cool."
Update, Dan is coming through.
Dan is coming through, and he delivered it, and he goes, "Perfect, thank you." When he said, "You fine with just getting a fucking box?" "Yeah, okay." And just drove it over. And then Greg shared the updates in real time, and he dropped it off, and Greg was disappointed because he said that his non-burger box came in the wrong box. So McDonald's still managed to mess it up and sent a McCrispy box instead of the cheeseburger box.
So it was like even though we made it as easy as possible for you, you still fuck it up.
You still grabbed the wrong box and threw it in the bag.
Oh my god!
But he said that he's ran this experiment in the past, and fast food restaurants have said we're not doing this. It's a complete waste of time. Like we're not doing. He's like, well, you're still making money, so is it a waste of time?
But you're not no overhead, or small overhead.
I mean, it's a complete waste. But fucking what is it? You know what I mean? No, but it reminded me of an idea that I've had for a really long time. And if you want to take it, that's totally fine. I don't know. I've always thought it would be so funny to create like some sort of social channel experiment, and you just call it "Will They Make It?" And this stemmed from a segment I did in radio called "Will They Sign It?" which was we would have big bands sign random shit. So we would have like the lead singer of Coeur, Jonathan Taylor
Davis,
Jonathan Davis, and we had him sign a stapler. Had nothing to do with anything, and then we would give away the stapler. And like you're kind of pumped, but you also have a stapler that's signed by the lead singer of Coeur. And we had like the lead singer of Disturbed, David Draymond, sign a fax machine. And then, so you have a chance, you won a fax machine signed by David Draymond.
Yeah.
Wow, what the fuck?
Yeah. Ooh, Jim. So you're pumped that you won a thing signed, but it's also a fucking fax machine. So it stems from that idea, and I did.
Where do
that.
I put this?
Yeah, it was just a dumb, and we did it for a bit, but it was, I don't know, it doesn't quite fit radio. It probably fit podcasting, but FCC and mainstream doesn't like my sense of humor. But the idea was, will they make it? Which is you go to different fast food restaurants and like see if you can get Taco Bell to make a like a supreme burrito or whatever you want, but it's only full of cream cheese. And you just keep adding extra cream cheese over and over again. And your order is it's like $22, but you're getting a tortilla full of half a pound of cream cheese.
Oh my God.
And then just see if they'll make it. And you can go around to different places and you just fucking drive around and just see if they'll do it.
I think it'd be fun.
I would have made it if I worked at a restaurant.
Yeah, I mean, you don't care, but you come up with the craziest shit. You're like, oh, that's great. Now, and then right at the end, after you add like a half a pound of cream cheese, you're like, just put a taco shell in it. And then wrap it up and then, smash it up and put it inside. And you just film it and you make a whole bit out of it and just see if they'll make it. And then the payoff is you take a bite of it. But there's so many places to do that. Just fuck with their whole, like, add this, take that away, start with this, take everything away, and then build something that makes no sense and you see if they'll do it.
It's like, I want a Big Mac, but with none of the Big Mac stuff. I want all the Whopper. I want ingredients to a Whopper.
Right.
But made like a Big Mac.
Throw it on the floor. I want a hamburger that only has French fries in it, like 10 chicken nuggets, and just like stack shit into a hamburger, and then just see if they'll make it. Like everything that's not supposed to go in a hamburger, put the McFlurry inside the hamburger, and then and at the end you just squish it together and take a bite. So if anybody wants to do it, I'm not sure if I'll get around to doing it, but there you go. You want to hear some good news? Let's do some good news, Bri.
Yeah, I'm just trying to visualize that burger.
It tastes pretty good, doesn't it?
It doesn't sound like gross. It sounds like
a bad idea.
It sounds intriguing.
Yeah, they make money, and you get 1 million followers. So have fun with that if you want to take it. Good news, Zach. Do it.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Hooray! We aren't doomed.
Yeah. This good news pulls on the heartstrings a little bit. Sent in by our daughter Penny. A boy gave his only dollar to someone he mistook as homeless. In exchange, the businessman rewarded him for his generosity.
It's Danica Patrick doing it on the screen.
Oh, that's just an ad. Don't worry about that. It was just her going to Louisiana. So Matt Busbice, I'm guessing, right? That's how you'd say that. Busbice. And his partners have built and sold several outdoor companies worth hundreds of millions of dollars. But Busbice, a 42-year-old owner of sporting goods store Buckfeather down in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, says he has never felt richer than he did the day he received a single dollar. I haven't had that much faith in humanity in a very long time, he said. He says it all began about a month ago. It was an early morning, and the fire alarm was going off inside his condo complex. So, Busbice shot out of bed and raced down the stairs, only discovered that there was no fire. But he was awake now, so even though he was wearing mismatched clothes and was disheveled, he decided to go out for a cup of coffee. As he was about to enter the coffee shop, he remembered he hadn't done his morning prayer. So as the security camera shows, Busbice stepped into the corner of the patio to pray. As I started to slowly open my eyes, and there's this kid coming at me about my height, Busbice said. The boy had his fists clenched, so Busbice prepared for confrontation.
Said, what are you going to do? Step up.
Yeah, what are you going to do? But instead, the boy opened his fist to reveal a $1 bill. And I go, what? And here's what the boy said. If you're homeless, here's $1. 9-year-old Kevin Ellis Jr. recalls telling Busbice, I always wanted to help
47.
Yeah. I always wanted to help a homeless person, and I finally had the opportunity. Ellis said he had just gotten the dollar for good grades. It was the only money he had in his name. Buzzbeiss was so touched, he invited Ellis in for a snack and then connected with Ellis's father, who was next door, and promised to stay in touch. As a reward for his kindness, Buzzbeiss gave Ellis a shopping spree. 40 seconds to pick out whatever he wanted in Buckfeather, including a new bike. I know. Ellis says it was great, but definitely not what he wanted to get from his dollar. Joy, because I helped someone, Ellis said. Give something away, and you feel like you get a lot of things from it. If you give, you're actually going to get more out of that, Buzzbeiss said. I couldn't grasp that as a kid, and if we can spread that around, everything changes.
I mean, let's be real here. That kid was like, what am I going to buy with $1? Can't buy anything.
Might as well give it to this guy who's sad in the corner. But
sorry, I had to shit on that.
No, and like we could also shit on the 40 seconds in the.
Yeah.
He's like, good job. You can have anything in the store, but how about 40 seconds?
Within 20 feet.
And I'm sure we're not getting the full story.
Of course
I'm sure
we are. That's why we're shitting all over.
So he it says like 40 seconds, including a new bike. I'm guessing he didn't have to go get the new bike. So he gave him the new bike and then let him grab whatever he wanted for 40 seconds. But I mean, just a lesson in kindness. A lesson in just like, in that, being a kid and that moment. And we've seen it in our kids where they have the empathy, because kids don't always have that, but it strikes them at moments and you can watch it like have an impact on them. You can tell they're feeling something and they're sad about it and they don't really know what to do about it and they want to help. So to have a real-time situation where someone who is worth millions of dollars, and he's like, here you go. Like, you look like you could use this. And it's just like, fuck. Also, lesson in perception.
Or don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah. But just be nice. Just be nice to people. That's really all it takes. Just be nice.
Yeah, if a 7-year-old can do it.
Yeah.
He'll have it squeezed out of him in a couple years, don't worry.
It's taxed.
Yeah. Tax write-off. I'm sure that's all he's like, dude, I'm so far over.
He'll get his first paycheck and be like, what the fuck is this going to?
Yeah. So who's taking this?
I hate people.
Buckfeather?
Fuck them.
Down at Buckfeather.
Down at Buckfeather. We'll write you off as a tax expense. That's not how that works. Let's take a look at what we found this week.
Okay.
Hey, Zach.
The internet is pretty wild. Depending on your browsing habits, you can either experience something super cool or go to prison. Crazy, right? Let's check it out together as a couple. Hey, look what I found.
Yes, that's awesome.
So this was sent in by our son Jacob.
Oh, thanks, Jacob.
It's pretty silly.
It's so silly.
It is Zach, if you pull that up, it's they're little stickers. But they look like little bags of blow, little baggies, and you can stick those on. So like,
put them on the floor of the counter.
Yeah, you put them on. Let's see. Come on. There we go. Like in the bathroom, just stick it on the floor in the bathroom. It looks like a little Coke baggie.
Get somebody excited.
A little gram of Coke
on a computer desk.
God, that's funny.
Next to Heisenberg.
It's like realistic print, like kind of like the boat guy. Pissing off the HOA. Oh my God, that's funny.
Yeah, it's. I mean, think of all the fun places you could put that. Like all the weird places where like, that just doesn't belong.
On your buddy's lap when you get pulled over.
Yeah. Well, for
on
some
your
reason,
forehead?
I was thinking of like at a funeral, you go up and in the coffin, sit in the coffin, people walking by. There's a fucking baggie.
Grandma was down to clown.
Yeah.
Stick it on the bottom of your kid's lunchbox.
I love that. Like that's brilliant.
It's so good. So funny. So funny.
From a distance, that looks real. Like in the picture, that looks like a little baggie.
It looks like a little baggie.
How much would that be? If you're going to buy that size?
I don't know. It looks like a gram of cocaine.
Is that what a gram is?
Yeah, $50. 100. I don't know what's the going price.
Going price for a gram of Coke these days?
I don't know. I'm guessing with inflation.
Yeah.
I do know a human shits about a pound a year. Sorry. Or a day.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt. The average person. God, Zach!
I'm looking for my spot, bro.
Right in the middle of this. Oh, yeah, that was
a perfect spot.
That was. You would have got it. All right. The funny thing is, Jacob sent that in, and I saw it, and I went to try to buy the little sticker things. And for me, I'm not sure. I was just on my phone, But please, if this interests you, go do it. I got all the way through checkout shit, and then it just spun. I just got the loady thing, and I don't know if I'll ever get them. But it was so funny. Just a funny idea.
Yeah.
Every party you go to, like a kid's birthday party, and just put it like down next to the toilet.
Yeah.
Just have a little gram of cocaine sticker. God, that's funny.
It should be at the bottom of every garbage can.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the mailman, like put it down at the bottom of your mailbox or in your mailbox, dude. Just a little being like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me of when Zach was walking out of that convenience store and stepped on a bag of meth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a sticker.
Not a sticker.
That was not a sticker.
Awkward moment, though.
Scratch and sniff. That'd be even better.
Yeah.
If you could come up with a scratch and sniff sticker that smelled like cocaine.
What does it smell like?
Chemicals. Pool.
Illegal in 209 countries.
I think I've talked about this on the show. Maybe not. But once you've done cocaine, it's amazing. Like once you know the smell of cocaine, the amount of rooms you walk into at parties and you're like, oh, there's someone just did
coke
cocaine
circulating through here.
Like you know, like you instantly know what it smells like. I can't quite put my feel on it. It's like chemicals, but it's also kind of pool smelling.
Yeah, bathroom cleaner.
Bathroom cleaner kind of smelling.
Like bleach?
I'm
Or
sure that's
sorry,
what,
not bleach,
what it's cut with.
chlorine?
I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I can't. But you know it when you know it. You can walk into a house and know if people have been doing cocaine
God,
recently.
sounds like a bad thing.
Sounds like a superpower.
No, I mean, it sounds like a bad thing to do.
What? Cocaine or smell cocaine in a room?
No, to do cocaine. If it smells like chemicals, like that's kind of...
You just kind of smell. Once you do it, you'll be like, it's not that bad.
So do gas station burritos, but they're delicious.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
No, I'm in.
No, I agree. Yeah.
If cocaine smelled like gas station burritos, oh, what a nightmare. I'd be so hungry and so high all the time.
Me too.
No, it's like, I mean, yeah, it's just like you've done it and you know what it is. But until you know what it is, you'll never know. You just
kind
won't
of like
know.
the smell of semen.
Yeah. Like stale croutons or whatever.
There was a girl in high school. Was it high school or junior high? There was a rumor always going around that she said that cum smelled like croutons.
Yeah.
Was it croutons?
Croutons is what I would say it smells like.
So we just, as you do,
Called her croutons?
Called her croutons. No,
You're
not
whispering?
croutons. Scone.
A scone?
Scone is what she said.
Damn.
That's classy.
Where's that come at? Fucking know what I
Classy
mean?
cum.
Yeah! All right, let's hear from some of the kids.
What's up, crouton?
What's up, crouton?
I mean, that's a good nickname.
Here comes crouton.
Crouton, yeah.
Keep it down.
Hey, what's up, crouton?
Hey, what's
Gee,
up?
you weren't supposed to say it.
Hey, crouton.
Dude, that sounds like crouton is a good. That's a good nickname.
It has a
What's up, crouton?
What's up, crouton? Yeah, I like it. Let's hear from the kids.
I'm gonna call you crouton.
No, you're not. Zach.
All right, let's hear what you guys think.
Really? You want to talk to me? Wow, that's cool.
I've always told you like how funny when I realized that my name, if you called me Joey, like Joey and then just two words after it, like Joey.
New boots.
Yeah, Joey New Boots, like Joey adjective now.
Joey Crouton.
Yeah, Joey Crouton. Joey No Pants.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Italian
Joey
mob.
Joey P Slap. Like it will always work.
Joey No Legs if he keeps this up.
Joey No Cash. Yeah, it works. All of it, all the time.
Yeah.
All right, so our first email coming in, sent in by our daughter Erin. She writes, "Hey guys, I thought I'd share a little story with y'all." What'd you say?
A little fucking Joey over here. Look at he thinks he's gonna make it.
Try to
see him fucking legless.
Joey No Legs. I'll try to keep it as brief as I can. Laughy emoji. Oh boy. So I know that some of the PetSmarts have the vet clinics attached to them. Well, she said, so you know. I didn't know that, but PetSmarts have like a vet clinic attached to them.
I want to say it, read it like, the Walmarts. I know that's not what she meant, but that's what it sounds like. The PetSmarts.
Heading down to the Walgreens.
The PetSmarts.
Well, at the time I was working at one, and a lady comes to me and says she saw a gun in the bathroom. And I'm thinking, I was literally just in the bathroom, and I didn't see any guns. But for the sake of the patrons of this fine establishment, that is PetSmart, and to cover my own ass, I went to go check it out. I looked in the stall, and I'm like, yep, that's a fucking gun! For some reason, I thought it was fake, so I FaceTimed my boyfriend to see if it was real, and he was like, yeah, babe, that's real. Don't touch it. She's like, I'm freaking out. He's like, yeah, it's real. Just don't touch it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
She's in the bathroom screaming. That's not helping.
That's not helping, but that's a real gun. Don't touch it. Bye. Click. So I went to find the store manager because I'm freaking out and don't know what to do. He's busy at the register, so I'm trying to get his attention.
Hey.
Yeah. She's standing over by the gerbil flashing, like trying to flash him.
By the gerbil.
By the new chinchilla.
She's like,
hey, like just trying to.
Hey, got tassels on her titties.
Yeah, titty tassels. Like she's spinning them.
Helicopter titty tassels.
And he's like, "Do you have your PetSmart card today?" Trying to get his attention without yelling, "There's a gun in the bathroom!" and scare the customers. He turns around and is like, "What do you want?" And I whisper, "There's a gun in the bathroom." So he grabs some plastic bags from checkout and goes to look at it. And I have to go with him because it's against the company policy for a man to be alone in the women's bathroom. So he grabs the gun, calls police. The police come and told me if someone comes looking for their gun...
The police came?
Yep.
All over the place?
No. They came, checked it out. They said if someone comes looking for their gun, not to give it back to them without speaking to the police first. And sure enough, about 2 hours later, this idiot...
I was waiting for it.
He comes looking for her gun because she took it out of its holster or whatever when she was peeing. And then the police just gave it back to her without any kind of ticket or fine. Now, every time I go into PetSmart, my brain is like, hey, remember that one time I found that gun in the bathroom? Anyway, stay silly, Aaron.
It's funny.
Yeah. It is finding a gun in a place you're not supposed to see guns.
Yeah.
Is always a little jarring. And we've talked about it. I got guns. Mm-hmm. I'm a gun owner. I grew up guns fucking everywhere. You ever been to Idaho? We'll be the last fucking state standing.
Try it, brother.
If we ever get invaded by the fucking commies. Sorry. But lots of guns. But anyway, it is a little jarring, especially in a PetSmart.
Yeah.
Well, just whistling like it's my turn to clean the bathroom. There's a fucking gun. Yeah, it's like that shouldn't be there. What should I do? Oh my god, I'm calling my boyfriend. Yeah, it's a little bit much. I get it.
I think we talked about it last week, and you were all about it. I was saying it's a matter of where the thing is. Like if you see a mouse on the outside. Mm-hmm. It's fine. You see it in the house, it doesn't belong there. So, like, you see a gun.
I shoot it with my gun.
You see a gun at PetSmart, that's that same thing. You're like, if you're around guns, it's a gun. But a gun at PetSmart is a little something different.
Yeah,
but especially if you're not around, because some people are just terrified of guns in general. They can't be around a gun because they, it's like you
didn't grow up around them.
Yeah, and it's a fear of if you're associating a gun with murder or whatever, like you have bad feelings about guns. So if you see a gun, you don't know how to react.
So I associate a gun with hunting and shooting thermite targets and watching big things blow up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're used to it.
Yeah.
And I grew up with pellet guns and then you graduate into like real guns. Mm-hmm. So you're just around them and you play guns. So for someone like, even like my wife, she's like, she sees a gun. It's like, ooh. Mm-hmm. But it's like...
Yeah, and you should you should have that reaction because it has a lot of power.
It does.
But you also can look at it and be like, okay, as long as no one does anything dumb with that thing, probably okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to our next...
You just don't want to find it at PetSmart.
No.
That's really what it comes down to.
Fuck, dude, that would have been a free gun, if you ask me. I'd be like, hey, kids, we're not getting a goldfish, but look what Dad's got!
You're in there wiping the prints off and everything.
Shooting all the fish tanks? Oh my god.
Fish everywhere.
I have to go to the bathroom and I come back out. I'm like, okay, new plan.
You start blasting.
New plan. We're not getting a chinchilla. Shooting all the fucking fish tanks. The parrot is like, nope, not good.
Not a bomb.
Not a bomb. He's got a gun. What? He's got a gun. Just shooting all the fish tanks.
I love that. The parents are there. He's got a gun.
He's got a gun.
Got a gun.
Manager, he's got a gun. Not good. Not a bomb. Not good.
Well, What was that? What was the one? I'm okay.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hurt you.
Come here, darling.
You say that to the parents. He's got a gun. You're like, I'm not gonna hurt you.
It's fine. Come here, darling. It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. All right, read the next email.
Oh, okay. All right. A second email is coming in from our son Ian, who writes, "Hey guys,
hello.
For starters, I'm sorry for your loss." Must be talking about you.
Talking about your dad.
Huh?
Oh, we're supposed to do it. Here we go. No, I'm sure it's about Grace.
Yeah. I hope that this email. Fuck. Let me start it over again.
This is about my sister. Can you please take it seriously? Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Have a little respect. Can you please learn how to read for my sister? For not anyone else. Your whole life. Not for you, for your kids.
A lot of pressure.
For my wife, will you please learn how to read for my sister?
Okay, let me see if I can do this.
Okay.
Whew, it's a lot of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I hope this email and the overwhelming amount of emails you receive help more than hurt. Now I'm like,
why are you laughing?
Because I can feel myself reading instead of like casually just reading it. I can feel myself, my eyes are this open. On a less serious note, I was cracking up when you were talking about how you were laughing during the hot air balloon ride. I'm afraid of heights and going through a level 3 landing or whatever you said.
Level C.
I could only imagine being freaked out and looking over and seeing a man just laughing. Like I'm in some crazy fever dream.
What a funny picture that is.
What's gonna happen?
With the fucking burner lighting up my face. Like you're in the basket and he's like, hold on, it's a level C landing. And like you're holding on for dear life, and you look over, and
he's like, ha, ha, ha.
The burner's lighting up my face, and I'm on the basket. I'm like, this is exactly what I wanted. Can't wait to talk about this on my show. Just looking at some crazy fucking person 3 ice cube tray spaces over from you. Oh, this is exactly what I wanted. We're all gonna die.
I just picture Willy Wonka in the boat.
Faster!
Knowing which way the direction's blowing. When is it raining?
Faster! Faster! And they're just like, Jesus!
Like this.
Like, oh my God!
It's a mixture of the Wicked Witch and all that shit in there.
And what I looked like, fucking sleeping 30 minutes from the night before, like my hair's like all fucking feathered out,
dude.
And I'm just like, I don't even know if I'm dressed. I'm just in a hot air balloon.
So look at it. Okay,
Hold on.
Pull this up, Zach.
You see that telephone wire? Can't wait to hit it. Yes, that face.
It's Gene Wilder from Young Frankenstein.
Yeah. It's alive!
But with a flame burning right next to your face.
And you're so scared.
Look at here's the.
Oh, jeez.
Sky means business.
First Leachman as Frau Blucher and
that was a good movie. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Sorry, I wanted to get you
as
the.
Dr. Frankenstein.
That's Frankenstein.
Oh, yeah.
Sky
Yeah,
means
there it
business.
is. Eye goal.
We're all gonna die! I can't wait to talk about this on my podcast!
People just freaking out.
Make it stop! Make it stop!
He's like, I'm trying. He's like, they're trying to drown me out with the burner.
It only feeds the flame! The fire inside! Light it up, big man! Light it up, big man! Light it up!
These kids are crying. Make it stop! And the guy's like, oh, looks like we've been downgraded to a level B. And I'm like, turn back around.
Piss.
Shit. Guess we won't hit the fucking picnic table. Okay, anyway.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah. Where are you going?
Give my creation
This guy means business.
That same
This
face,
guy mean
dude.
business.
When I read that, I was like, dude, so funny. Like, and it's still kind of dusk, so the flame was still like,
oh yeah,
like it'd be lighting up the left side of my face.
Just the one. It's like dark on this side, and then the left side of your face is just orange, red. And
why are you so scared?
Flickering.
This is exactly what I wanted. You chose the wrong day. You prayed for safety. I prayed for a Schedule C landing.
It's like, Jesus. My friends are like trying to cover my mouth.
You can't stop it. Does covering my mouth make us not hit the power lines? Zap, zap, zap.
Keep going. Keep going.
No.
Keep going. That was good.
Zap.
This guy means business. Starring.
This guy means business.
If you think about it, it's a good way to die. It's pretty funny, at least. It's a funny way to die, isn't it?
Can you look in it? Is there? I
can't keep doing.
Are you able to zoom in,
No.
Zach, on his face?
No.
Can you look right in the camera and do that again?
Which part? Oh,
Just like look straight into the camera and do that.
okay. Which part do you want?
I don't know the whole
Definitely
thing.
the laugh.
The
Holy shit.
the face, because then I want to be able to cut a little clip
But
of this.
I start like comforting. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
lean
yeah.
over. I was like, it's only a Schedule C. He said it's not going to be that bad, but I wish it was bad.
Because I want it to be bad. Because the worse it is, the more I have to talk about on my show.
This guy means business. Starring G1.
Good God.
There, okay.
I'm trying to save it. Don't try to save it.
Nothing can save you now.
Nothing can save you or me or him. Nothing can save. Or him, or him, and I'm pointing. No one wants to die alone. This is the day we all die.
Okay, finish the email.
All right, where was I?
Sorry, there's a lot of yelling for everybody.
Okay. Imagine being on a plane and it's crashing and some guy is just laughing, look at me wide-eyed, saying,
"Hey,
Joe.
it's me again." Hey.
I also saw recently that if an ant was human size, it would run like 400 miles an hour, which is fucking crazy.
I saw that too
A
after our
Formula
show.
One fucking car.
Yeah,
Just
it's terrifying, and it could lift fuck ton of weight. Like if everything was the size of humans, I just picture we all adapt and everyone and everything learns English. Ants would take over track and field, and there would be people being super racist saying it was a good sport before those damn ants came in. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
God, I remember when ants couldn't play.
God, I remember I could just step on an ant. Now look at him.
Same size and stronger.
So big.
Big and black and strong. Mm-hmm. That sounds a lot like... and then I picture flies in business suits selling cars rubbing their hands. And I picture a praying mantis wearing a priest robe with the neck collar
Little
thing.
neck ring.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's and the fly.
a good-
What can I do to get you in this car today?
It smells like shit.
I don't know. I'm a little stoned. That's makes sense. I'm a little stoned, and I feel like I was really focused on how I'm wording everything, but you get it. I was focused on reading it like you wrote it. So
Like my sister passed away.
yeah, love the podcast, Ian.
All right. Well, that was fun. That was fun. Looking forward to celebrating 2 years next week with all of you. If you want to sign up and get the bonus content, I'm sure this week it's going to be a little fucking crazier than, well, it's usually fucking crazy, but we'll keep doing it. You can sign up at patreon.com/CanYouDon'tPodcast. Make sure you check out that new merch, that new Where Do You Want It Birdhouse shirt at
Where do you want it?
Where do you hear? I don't remember.
I'm coming in a birdhouse.
Coming in a birdhouse, baby. Only for you. That's how you feel. Something like that. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Can You Don't Podcast. The YouTube version, you find that on, or the video version, you find that on YouTube. And then what do you want to see on the show? Send it to heyguys at canyouDon'tPodcast.com. Check out Zachcast Uncle Zach.
Cards.
Making cards for him and all the great shows, and then having a little crossover. He'll have some exclusive Can You Don't podcast cards going for sale soon, right?
Very soon, yeah.
Yeah. So be sure to check that out. Head over to scatcast.com. And that is scat with a K. And then thanks to the babysitters that moderate the Can You Don't Playground Facebook page. We appreciate you guys very much. All right, got a joke for you. Zach!
Good God. Wrap it up already, huh?
What is Whitney Houston's favorite type of coordination?
No clue.
And I...
Oh my God. That's pretty funny.
And I have good coordination.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. Did you make that up or did you find that?
I found it.
Okay.
Yeah, the little step up.
Mm-hmm. Another octave.
It just keeps going up and up and up. That's what you could ask AI to do. Sing with Whitney Houston. Fucking just put it 8 octaves up.
What is that, like a G5 or something? Like whatever you
Flying
don't
like
you call
a G6.
it? Like a G6. Like
a
when you go up
G6.
an octave, isn't it like a 1? You just give it a number 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah. 0,
Like
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. So it's like a G7.
Oh, she.
Screeching high.
Just only the dogs are like.
Yeah, dogs are like, this is fucked.
You guys like this? This sucks. All right, moving off to the bonus stuff. We'll see you guys over there if you follow us on Patreon. If not, I hope you fucking die and you like it.